stop. Before you take another bite of cheese, you need to hear this. Right now, at this very moment, over 85% of adults over 60 are eating cheese at least twice a week. Sounds harmless, right? But here's the terrifying truth nobody's telling you. Nearly every single senior is making one critical mistake in the cheese aisle that could silently steal years from their life. And the solution? It's shockingly simple. Yet 99% of seniors have absolutely no clue they're consuming cheeses that could quietly double their heart attack risk and slash their chance of reaching 80 by a staggering 40%. That innocent-looking cheese section at your supermarket, it's hiding more deadly secrets than you could ever imagine. 4 life-saving cheeses you absolutely must eat, and 4 dangerous ones you should never touch again if you're over 60. The dairy aisle looks peaceful, almost boring, but lurking on those refrigerated shelves is a silent threat that most people walk past without a second thought. In this video, we're exposing the 4 cheeses that can dramatically extend your life and the 4 that could be quietly destroying your health from the inside out. And here's what should terrify you most. The number 1 worst cheese on this list could skyrocket your stroke risk by an absolutely staggering 80%. And chances are you've eaten it within the past week without even thinking twice about it. These aren't wild theories or internet rumors. This is cold, hard, peer-reviewed science that the food industry desperately doesn't want you discovering. Before we reveal these game-changing facts, let us know in the comments below. Where are you watching from? How old are you? And which cheese do you eat most often? We're personally reading and replying to every single comment. And don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe to our channel for more life-saving videos exactly like this one. Now, without wasting another precious second, let's dive straight into the countdown, starting with the cheeses that can literally transform your health for the better. The 4 best cheeses, life-saving choices. Number 4, aged Gouda. Let me tell you exactly why aged Gouda is essentially a superfood brilliantly disguised as delicious cheese. When authentic Gouda ages for at least 18 months, something absolutely magical happens at the molecular level that completely transforms it from a simple dairy product into a genuine nutritional powerhouse that could save your life. During this extended aging process, complex proteins break down into smaller, significantly more digestible compounds called peptides, which your body can absorb dramatically more easily than the proteins found in fresh cheeses. This becomes especially critical as we get older because our digestive systems naturally become far less efficient at breaking down complex protein structures. But here's where this gets truly fascinating and potentially life-changing. Aged Gouda contains substantial amounts of vitamin K2, a crucial nutrient that most people have never even heard of, yet it could literally add years to your life. Vitamin K2 in aged Gouda works like an incredibly smart traffic director for calcium throughout your entire body. Instead of allowing calcium to dangerously accumulate in your arteries, where it causes deadly plaque buildup, K2 escorts it directly to your bones, where it absolutely belongs and does tremendous good. Groundbreaking Japanese studies have conclusively shown that people with higher K2 intake have up to 50% less arterial calcification and dramatically stronger bones that resist fractures. Just 1 ounce of properly aged Gouda provides approximately 75 micrograms of K2, which is shockingly more than most people consume in an entire week. This remarkable cheese also contains exceptionally high levels of conjugated linoleic acid, or CLA, which is a powerful fatty acid that research demonstrates can help reduce dangerous body fat, dramatically improve immune function, and even fight certain types of cancer at the cellular level. What makes aged Gouda particularly special and perfect for seniors is that the extended aging process eliminates virtually all of the lactose, making it ideal for people who typically cannot tolerate dairy products without uncomfortable digestive consequences. The beneficial bacteria that develop naturally during aging also create compounds called postbiotics, which are like prebiotics and probiotics combined into one powerful package. These postbiotics actively support gut health, reduce chronic inflammation throughout your body, and may even improve mood by positively influencing the crucial gut-brain connection. To maximize the extraordinary benefits of aged Gouda, always eat it at room temperature rather than straight from the refrigerator, as this allows the complex flavors to fully develop and makes the nutrients significantly more bioavailable to your body. The ideal serving size is approximately 1 to 1.5 ounces, paired with crisp apple slices or whole grain crackers, which helps slow absorption and provides prebiotics that work synergistically with the cheese's postbiotics for optimal gut health benefits. Number 3, genuine Parmesan cheese. Real Parmigiano Reggiano from Italy isn't just cheese, it's essentially an edible multivitamin that happens to taste absolutely incredible. This isn't the processed stuff in the green can at your grocery store, which is typically filled with cellulose and chemical preservatives. Authentic Parmigiano Reggiano is crafted using traditional methods that haven't changed for nearly 900 years. And this ancient process creates a cheese with an almost unbelievable nutritional profile that modern science is only beginning to fully understand. Just 1 ounce contains approximately 10 grams of high-quality protein. But it's the exceptional quality of this protein that's truly remarkable and sets it apart from virtually every other food. The intensive 32-month aging process breaks down the proteins so thoroughly that they're essentially pre-digested, meaning even people with notoriously sensitive stomachs can usually handle it without experiencing any digestive problems whatsoever. The calcium content in authentic Parmigiano Reggiano is absolutely off the charts, delivering about 330 milligrams per ounce, which is significantly more than you'd get from drinking a full glass of milk. But unlike milk, the calcium in this extraordinary cheese comes perfectly packaged with the ideal ratio of phosphorus and magnesium for optimal absorption. Italian researchers have discovered that the bioavailability of calcium from Parmigiano Reggiano is nearly 100%, compared to only about 30% from typical calcium supplements you buy at the pharmacy. This cheese also contains all 9 essential amino acids in perfect proportion, making it a complete protein source that rivals high-quality meat in nutritional quality. The extended aging process concentrates these nutrients to levels that make nutritionists' jaws drop in amazement. Here's something absolutely fascinating that most people never learn. Parmigiano Reggiano contains natural compounds called casomorphins, which are peptides that can help reduce anxiety and actively promote better, deeper sleep. It's also abundantly loaded with tyrosine, an amino acid that your brain uses to produce dopamine and norepinephrine, which are neurotransmitters that keep you mentally alert and sharply focused throughout the day. The cheese becomes naturally lactose-free after its long aging process and contains beneficial bacteria that amazingly survive the harsh journey through your stomach acid to colonize your gut with health-promoting microbes. The best way to consume Parmigiano Reggiano is to break it into small chunks with a sharp knife rather than grating it, as this preserves the cheese's unique crystalline structure and complex flavor. Eat it after meals, as the Italians traditionally do. About 1 ounce helps with digestion and provides a perfect protein boost without overloading your system. Pairing it with a few drops of aged balsamic vinegar enhances mineral absorption even further. Number 2, grass-fed raw cheddar. Now, before you start worrying about the word raw, let me explain exactly why properly aged raw cheddar from grass-fed cows is genuinely one of the healthiest foods you can possibly eat. When cheddar is carefully made from raw milk and aged for at least 60 days, which is required by law in many countries for safety, any potentially harmful bacteria are completely eliminated, while the incredibly beneficial enzymes and bacteria remain perfectly intact. These natural enzymes, which are destroyed by pasteurization, help your body digest the cheese efficiently and absorb its nutrients dramatically better. Grass-fed raw cheddar contains up to 500% more CLA than conventional cheddar, along with significantly higher levels of anti-inflammatory omega-3 fatty acids, creating a powerful anti-inflammatory powerhouse that fights disease at the cellular level. The vitamin content of grass-fed raw cheddar reads like a pharmacy shelf packed with essential nutrients. It's abundantly loaded with vitamin A in its most bioavailable form, retinol, which supports everything from sharp vision to robust immune function. The vitamin D content is substantial, especially important since countless people are deficient in this crucial nutrient that affects nearly every system in your body. But here's what's really amazing and sets this cheese apart. Grass-fed raw cheddar contains vitamin K2 in the MK4 form, which is the most potent type for preventing dangerous arterial calcification and supporting strong bone health. The cheese also provides significant amounts of vitamin E and beta-carotene, powerful antioxidants that protect your cells from damaging oxidative stress. What truly sets grass-fed raw cheddar apart from all other cheeses is its remarkable probiotic content. Unlike pasteurized cheeses where beneficial bacteria are killed, raw cheddar contains dozens of strains of beneficial bacteria that actively support digestive health, boost immunity, and may even improve mental health through the gut-brain axis. These probiotics produce short-chain fatty acids like butyrate, which nourish the cells lining your colon and have powerful anti-inflammatory effects throughout your entire body. To get maximum benefits from grass-fed raw cheddar, never heat it above 120 degrees Celsius, as this destroys the beneficial enzymes and probiotics that make it so special. Instead, let it come to room temperature for 20 to 30 minutes before eating. Pair it with fermented vegetables like sauerkraut or pickles to create a probiotic powerhouse, and limit servings to 1.5 to 2 ounces to get all the benefits without overdoing the saturated fat intake. Number 1. Swiss Gruyere. Here's exactly why authentic Swiss Gruyere deserves the top spot on this list. It's the most complete package of nutrition, digestibility, and health benefits you can find in any cheese anywhere in the world. Real Gruyere from Switzerland must be made from raw milk from cows that graze exclusively on alpine meadows. This creates a cheese with a unique nutritional profile that scientists are still discovering incredible benefits from. The propionibacterium bacteria used in making Gruyere produce propionic acid during the aging process, which is a compound that research shows can reduce inflammation, lower cholesterol, and even help prevent certain types of cancer. These same bacteria create the characteristic holes in Swiss cheese and produce vitamin B12 in amounts that surpass almost any other food on the planet. Gruyere contains the highest levels of glutathione precursors of any cheese. These are compounds that help your body produce its master antioxidant. Glutathione is absolutely crucial for detoxification, immune function, and protecting your cells from damage. But our natural production decreases dramatically with age, making dietary sources increasingly important. The specific amino acid profile in Gruyere, particularly its exceptionally high levels of cysteine and glycine, helps boost glutathione production naturally. The cheese also contains impressive amounts of phosphorus, zinc, and selenium, minerals that work together synergistically to support bone health, immune function, and thyroid health. What makes Gruyere truly special for health is its incredible protein efficiency. The 12-month minimum aging process breaks down proteins into di- and tripeptides that your body can absorb directly without any further digestion required. This means you get all the muscle-building, tissue-repairing benefits of the protein without taxing your digestive system at all. Swiss studies have shown that elderly people who consume Gruyere regularly maintain muscle mass significantly better than those who get their protein from other sources. The cheese also contains compounds called lactotripeptides that have been shown to lower blood pressure naturally, making it one of the very few cheeses that's actually good for cardiovascular health when consumed in moderation. To get maximum health benefits, melt it gently into warm, not boiling soups, or eat it with whole grain bread, as the combination enhances the bioavailability of its B vitamins and glutathione precursors. So those were the best 4 cheeses for your health. Now let's turn to the dark side of the cheese aisle, the 4 cheeses you should never let near your plate, especially if you value your heart, your memory, and your future. The 4 worst cheeses, dangerous choices. Number 4, processed cheese slices. Those individually wrapped cheese slices might be incredibly convenient, but they're about as far from real cheese as you can get while still legally calling it a dairy product. These processed nightmares typically contain less than 50% actual cheese, with the rest being a toxic cocktail of emulsifiers, preservatives, artificial colors, and sodium phosphates that spell absolute disaster for your health. The amount of sodium in just 2 slices can exceed 600 milliliters, which is more than a quarter of your daily limit. And it comes in the form of sodium phosphates, which research shows is far more harmful than regular table salt. This type of sodium has been linked to accelerated aging, kidney damage, and dramatically increased cardiovascular disease risk. The emulsifiers used in processed cheese slices, particularly polysorbate 80 and carboxymethyl cellulose, have been shown to disrupt the gut microbiome and increase intestinal permeability, often called leaky gut. This can trigger chronic inflammation throughout your body and has been linked to everything from autoimmune conditions to serious mental health issues. These cheeses also contain artificial colors like yellow 6 and yellow 5, which have been associated with hyperactivity, allergic reactions, and potential carcinogenic effects in long-term studies. The preservatives used to give these products their unnaturally long shelf life, including sorbic acid and natamycin, can accumulate in your body over time and interfere with beneficial gut bacteria. What's particularly insidious about processed cheese slices is that they're often deceptively marketed as a good source of calcium and protein, but the forms of these nutrients are poorly absorbed due to the harsh processing methods used. The high heat and chemical treatment destroy any beneficial enzymes and alter the protein structure, making it harder for your body to utilize effectively. These products also contain trans fats, even when the label claims 0 grams, because regulations allow anything under 0.5 grams per serving to be rounded down to 0. Regular consumption of processed cheese slices has been linked to increased inflammation markers, higher bad cholesterol levels, and greater risk of metabolic syndrome. Number 3, cheese spreads in jars. Those shelf-stable cheese spreads that don't require refrigeration until opened should set off major alarm bells in your head. These products are cheese in name only, often containing more modified food starch, oils, and chemicals than actual dairy. The processing required to make cheese spreadable and shelf-stable for months or even years destroys any nutritional value while adding a host of genuinely harmful ingredients. Most cheese spreads contain partially hydrogenated oils, a source of artificial trans fats that have been so clearly linked to heart disease that many countries have banned them entirely. Even trans fat-free versions often use intrasterified fats, which preliminary research suggests may be just as harmful to your cardiovascular system. The sodium content in cheese spreads is absolutely astronomical, often exceeding 500 milliliters per 2 tablespoons serving, and most people use far more than that. This sodium comes not just from salt, but from multiple sodium-based preservatives and flavor enhancers that can cause fluid retention, spike blood pressure, and stress your kidneys. Many spreads also contain MSG or similar glutamate compounds hidden under deceptive names like natural flavoring or yeast extract, which can trigger headaches, heart palpitations, and other symptoms in sensitive individuals. The artificial colors and flavors used to make these products look and taste remotely like cheese have been linked to various health issues, from allergic reactions to potential neurotoxicity. Perhaps most concerning is the presence of phthalates, which are hormone-disrupting chemicals that leach from the plastic packaging into the cheese spread. These chemicals have been linked to reproductive problems, metabolic disorders, and certain cancers. The combination of unhealthy fats, excessive sodium, chemical additives, and potential hormone disruptors makes cheese spreads a toxic cocktail that offers 0 nutritional benefits while potentially causing significant harm to your health. Studies have shown that regular consumption of processed cheese products like spreads is associated with higher rates of obesity, diabetes, and cardiovascular disease. Number 2, pre-shredded cheese in bags. This might genuinely surprise you, but pre-shredded cheese is one of the absolute worst cheese choices you can make, and it has nothing to do with laziness and everything to do with what they add to keep those shreds from clumping together. The anti-caking agents used, typically cellulose, wood pulp, or potato starch, can make up to 4% of the product's weight. While cellulose isn't toxic per se, it's completely indigestible and can cause digestive issues, especially in people with sensitive stomachs or conditions like IBS. More concerning is that these additives prevent the cheese from melting properly and interfere with nutrient absorption by coating the cheese particles. Many pre-shredded cheeses also contain natamycin, an antifungal agent used to prevent mold growth. While it's considered safe in small amounts, natamycin is actually an antibiotic that can disrupt your gut microbiome with regular consumption. This is particularly problematic because a healthy gut microbiome is crucial for everything from immune function to mental health. The cheese used in pre-shredded products is often of the lowest quality, made from milk containing higher levels of hormones and antibiotics than cheese you buy in block form. The increased surface area from shredding also causes rapid oxidation, destroying beneficial nutrients and creating harmful compounds. Here's something the industry doesn't advertise. Pre-shredded cheese often contains more histamines than block cheese due to the extended processing and storage time. Histamines can trigger headaches, digestive issues, skin problems, and anxiety in sensitive individuals. The convenience factor also comes with a higher risk of contamination, as the shredding process introduces more opportunities for bacterial growth, and several major recalls have been issued for pre-shredded cheese contaminated with Listeria or E. coli. When you factor in the lower nutritional value, added chemicals, potential for contamination, and inferior taste and melting properties, buying pre-shredded cheese is essentially paying more money for an inferior, potentially harmful product. Number 1. Blue cheese. Blue cheese gets its distinctive appearance and strong flavor from Penicillium roqueforti, which is a type of mold that's intentionally added during the cheesemaking process. While this might be safe for many people, what most don't realize is that blue cheese contains extraordinarily high levels of tyramine, a compound that can trigger severe migraines and dangerously spike blood pressure in susceptible individuals. If you're taking MO inhibitors for depression or Parkinson's disease, eating blue cheese could literally cause a hypertensive crisis that lands you in the emergency room with life-threatening complications. The mold in blue cheese produces compounds called mycotoxins, and while the levels are generally considered safe for occasional consumption, regular intake of these toxins can accumulate in your body and potentially cause serious problems. Some people have a sensitivity to these mold compounds without even knowing it, experiencing symptoms like joint pain, brain fog, digestive issues, and chronic fatigue that they never connect to their blue cheese habit. The cheese is also incredibly high in histamines, which can trigger everything from headaches and hives to anxiety and insomnia in people with histamine intolerance. Studies have shown that blue cheese contains up to 10 times more histamines than most other aged cheeses, making it particularly problematic for the estimated 1 to 3% of the population with histamine sensitivity. What makes blue cheese especially concerning is its sodium content and the type of saturated fat it contains. A single ounce can pack over 400 milligrams of sodium, and the sharp flavor often leads people to use more than they would with milder cheeses. The saturated fat in blue cheese is particularly high in palmitic acid, which research has shown to be more inflammatory and harmful to cardiovascular health than other types of saturated fats. Blue cheese also has one of the highest calorie densities of any cheese, making it dangerously easy to overconsume. Perhaps most troubling is that the strong flavor of blue cheese can mask when it's gone bad, and consuming spoiled blue cheese can lead to serious food poisoning. The combination of high tyramine, histamines, inflammatory fats, excessive sodium, and potential mycotoxin exposure makes blue cheese a very risky choice that offers minimal nutritional benefits compared to its potential for harm. So there you have it, 4 cheeses that can help you live longer, stay stronger, and protect your heart and mind, and 4 that could be quietly sabotaging your health from the inside out. If you're over 60, making the right choices at the cheese counter could be the difference between a vibrant, independent future and a lifetime of unnecessary health risks. The science is crystal clear, the evidence is real, and now you have the knowledge to make every meal work for you, not against you. Now we genuinely want to hear from you. What's the one cheese you could never give up, even after hearing these facts? Have you ever noticed a change in your health, good or bad, after eating a certain cheese? Share your experiences and opinions in the comments below. We absolutely love hearing from you. Thank you for watching, and here's to your health.